Hi, and welcome to the Single Pair Ethernet System Alliance. My name is Simon Serrana, and I work as the director of the board of this fascinating organization. Today, I want to show you what to do with our SharePoint. You might be a new member, you might be an existing member, and you've just gained access to the Teams SharePoint, and you want to know how to get access and what to do there. So let's get right into the content. Okay, so you have been invited into Teams. You have received an email saying you have been added to a Teams in Microsoft Teams. Usually you get two invitations. One is for the working groups and the other one is for the marketplace. So to open it with Teams, you can go here and click on Open Microsoft Teams. Then usually it asks you for permission. So permission requires that the Single Pair Ethernet System Alliance can manage here some data, so you have to accept it. So you might need some internal assignment, log on to the Microsoft account, and you need a Microsoft account, but then you made it, you are in Teams. And the first thing that you would realize is that we have two areas here. One is the marketplace, and the second one is the working group area. So let's get right through that a little bit in detail. So if you go here on Show All Channels, you'll find Member Introduction, Meeting Files, Alliance Events, Marketing Material, 45 minutes of SPE Know-how, and SPISA Internal Communication. So I would like to show you a little bit what we have stored here. So usually you have a chat functionality here on each channel, and then you can go on Files. And in the first section, we have the Single Pair Ethernet System Alliance Member Introduction. We try to keep that accurate in order to give you directly information who are the members. And this is pretty easy for you to use because if you go in presentation mode, you can directly click on a logo here and get access and get information about the company. So for example, if you want to know something about Weidmuller, here are some facts. Well, some of them might be a little bit older, but we've described our motivation, why we should become a member and what we could contribute to the Single Pair Ethernet System Alliance. And of course, we have some, personal information here. For me, for example, that we have this there. You could go and browse through basically all of the different companies here, giving you Detweiler, for example. You can go there and browse through all of the different companies here. Most of them have information there. For example, Legrand, explaining a little bit what is the contribution to the Single Pair Ethernet System Alliance. And you get a personal introduction of, for example, here we got Gauthier or other people. TR Electronics. So all of that is available here. And as you can see, we have a lot of companies in here. We try to keep that as accurate as possible to give you the background of the other members who are taking part in our alliance. If you want to get a direct contact number, we also have here a list of all of the different contact partners from the Single Pair Ethernet System Alliance, sorted by company name, status, if they are a full member or a full member plus, the names, if we have them, the telephone numbers, and the email address. So if you want to get a direct contact at Phoenix or at SIG or at Weidmuller, here is the information. Please don't use that to spam people with information that they might not want to know, but this is for our internal communication here. Next one is the meeting files, and in here you'll find all of the meetings that we held from the Single Pair Ethernet System Alliance in the past, our general meetings. So for example, if you missed the last general meeting from the Single Pair Ethernet System Alliance, you find all of the presentation material here, and you also find the recordings of the meeting here so that you can review the morning session and the afternoon session. A good background for all of the information when we have general meetings. The most important, I think, is the Alliance events, because in this part, we store all of the information that our Alliance has created since the beginning. Starting with the technology days back in 2020, where we had a successful presentation on Single Pair Ethernet topics. Here you'll find the videos there. You can review them. But for example, SPE Forum Munich, the presentations that we held there, you can go there indirectly. Or for example, if we're going to talk about the last SPS fair. We have all of the preparation material, the panel details, presentations on the panels with a lot of SPE information, or you can watch here on the SPS fair photos and videos, video presentations. So it's all in here for your viewing pleasure, and that you could use this material for, well, see what the community has defined and has realized for single pair Ethernet already. Next one is some marketing material, and internal stuff means that we have the flyer here. So if you want to share information about the single pair Ethernet System Alliance with your company or with internal customers or with other customers, you'll find some flyers here. You can have the logos, high-res logos if you need them, or low-res logos, or these fabulous backgrounds. You have the compliance. You have design panels, etc. So a lot of internal stuff, and of course our master, slide master, PPT master. Next one is 45 minutes of SPE know-how. In this format, we give companies the possibility to showcase technology expertise around the topic SPE. As an example here, we had some from Texas Instruments. In the introduction, you usually get an information about the Texas Instruments presentation, a little title, a little abstract, and of course you can review the entire presentation here. And also the meeting was recorded, so it is a Teams recording, so you can review that and get all of the different information that we have shared there for your viewing pleasure when you need it. Last but not least, we have internal communication. So if you want to share information with another member or partner, you could do this, video files, whatever it is. So here's the part where you can also get in contact via the chat function. You can start a new conversation, bringing people together, asking for topics so that other SPISA members can read this as well. The other big part is the part of the working groups, and here you find all of the different working groups. If you want to get an overview about the actual status of the working groups, you can have here basically an overview about the active working groups. Gives you an overview, what are the key topics of the working groups, what is their actual status, what are the topics that they're working at, so to get the first ideas if that is interesting for you or not. And if you go into the details, you always have to take a look here. So companies have done in the working groups, shared their meeting minutes, they have shared their presentations, they have shared, for example, white papers that they've been working on. Another example here, for example, the market data research group, where we have, of course, meeting files and presentations talking about the narrative, the market data, Excel spreadsheets with further information. So a good overview about the actual work status of the working groups. Right now, the system architecture group has just worked on realizing their white papers. So if you go there, you can directly take a look at the white papers that you'll find there. So a great source for lots of SPE information that is available. If you find an X here, these working groups have finished their work. They are no longer active. Well, if we intend to realize new working groups here in the future, we will do this and make sure that we have them available so that you can access them. In a nutshell, I would like to tell you that, well, this is now the things that you could do on the Teams SharePoint. You have the chat function. You can start a new chat. You can get directly contact to all of the groups, or contact here, for example, contact me at Weidmüller or live, send a message to me. And I hope this motivates you in getting together and start working and collaborating on our Teams SharePoint. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you in one of the upcoming discussions. Bye-bye.